Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. It's a difficult session after lunch, but we'll all try my best. All try our best, and I'm lucky to have three industry stalwarts in different segments, so they'll bring in new perspectives. But before we start, I want to give a little background of artificial intelligence. There was a guy called Alan Turing. He is widely considered as the father or the founding father of artificial intelligence due to his foundational work in the mid-20th centuries, about 1945 something, including the theoretical concept of the Turing machine. What you have, the machine learning and all that. He was trying to get data and use the data, and he was not doing it himself. He was allowing the machine to do it. So, a Turing machine and the Turing test, which remain key concepts in this field even today. His 1950 chapter, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, composed the fundamental question, can machines think? Laying the concept and the mathematical groundwork for artificial intelligence. A few years later, John McCarthy proposed in the Dartmouth Conference, which was a big seminal conference in 1956, and that established AI as a distinct independent research field. That's created a new sort of domain, and it's credited to come into term itself, In 1956, he organized this seminal conference, bringing together leading researchers to explore ways machines could simulate human intelligence. To what degree machines can simulate human intelligence, marking the birth of artificial intelligence as a formal discipline. And it's after that, after 1956, there are universities which started this as an independent subject. So artificial intelligence is basically a field of computer science, which tries to mimic the human brain as much as possible for various purposes, And this topic, the panel discussion now, is a very difficult panel discussion because it tries to cover many things. We are talking about artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, networking, and moment you have data and the data flows rapidly from one mobile phone to the other, one machine to the other, the chances of data robbing is always high. So hence comes cybersecurity. And cybersecurity in different ways, you can rob data, and once you rob the data, you can hack the system and you can control the system. So we are going to discuss very briefly what are the most common AI-driven cyber threats in India, in the Indian context, and we have working experts and professionals in this. How is AI improving anomaly detection, fraud prevention in Indian telecommunication networks? We are still lucky that nothing very big has happened in the master networks. For example, you all know that the entire electricity network of India is all actually on one main grid. So if somebody gets into that grid, they can actually affect the whole country in a sense. In what ways is AI-driven automation reducing the burden of IT teams managing complex network infrastructures? Is it reducing the cost, increasing the speed? And which sectors of the IT industry are seeing faster adoption of artificial intelligence in cybersecurity and networking? Suffices to say that the bad guys, the hackers, they were earlier finding it difficult to create a fake picture or something because they had to work hard. Now they don't know how to do all that. They just use artificial intelligence and create a fake picture. So we have to be, all of us, have to be a couple of steps ahead of the hackers. I'd like to start with, and all this has got to do with a lot of education, a lot of skill development, because it's a very changing landscape. And I'd like to start with Dr. Ramya Chatterjee, and he's going to focus on the quote-unquote the education part of this topic. How, because you need even a person who's already working on artificial intelligence, he has in a company, in a large company, he has to continuously update himself, etc. Over to you, doctor.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the fantastic introduction. Well, this forum is little exciting because probably three of us from the different domain and would be talking about AI, the application of AI and how it's impacting our life. Artificial intelligence is present, its future, and different aspect of our life is, immensely influenced by AI into this world. So I am from the EdTech background. I represent a company called Supertron Electronics. The brand I represent is called Solitaire, and we develop interactive flat panel that essentially goes into the classroom. And this product is powered by Gen AI supported software, and it is impacting the life of the students and teachers. So let me give a little broader aspect of application of AI in the education vertical. So if we talk about the education ecosystem, so there are overall 4 stakeholders: the teacher, the students, the parents, and the admin. So AI has impacted and it has influenced all the 4 stakeholders in 4 different ways. So AI has got 2 different as facets to it. One is the generative AI, one is the agentic AI. Generative AI is more of kind of creation of the content. You give a command, it generates something. And agentic AI, it's like a kind of virtual agent works for you. So education vertical.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is a difficult topic and a heavy topic. I would request all the audience members to kindly listen to him. If you have something urgent, you can always discuss something outside. This is my humble request. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was distracting me as well. Okay, gentlemen, I would like to add value in this discussion. I try to give you a few examples how AI is impacting the education ecosystem overall. So if I start with, if I talk about classroom, right? In classroom, the role of a teacher is to explain topic to the students. And for that, in today's world of digital era, they use interactive flat panel or interactive whiteboard per se. And they deal with a whole lot of software, essentially the interactive touch software, which actually helps them generate content. Over there, generate content in terms of video, text, and image inside the classroom using AI engine within seconds actually enhance the productivity of the teacher. It helps generate quizzes, flashcards, lesson summary, and multimedia learning materials. So overall, generative AI is helping the teachers in every possible way. There was a time ready-made content was given into the classroom, but post this generative AI has come into the picture. It has given whole lot of options for the teacher to cherry pick what kind of content they would like to use. For example, if you talk about our organization, Solitaire has got a AI software. It's called Solitaire Digital Canvas Pro, and it actually is built and developed to help the teacher to make their life easy, so that the productivity of the classroom goes up and it impacts their life, both students, teachers and students. It helps for the, AI has helped a lot in the tutoring support. Like it acts as a kind of 24/7 virtual tutor to answer students' queries in natural language. So that is a big impact for the students. It enhances engagement. It creates instructive explanation, simulation, visual aids to make learning much more immersive in today's world. Teacher support, it helped draft different kind of lesson planning, assignments, grading rubrics to save preparation time, enhance overall productivity. Accessibility, this is another area. It offers a real-time, translation, text-to-speech, speech-to-text, regional language support, real-time translation. Suppose you were going for online classes, listening to some good French professor, and real-time it will convert that into English or Hindi or even any regional language. Generative AI has impacted our life for virtual space. If I talk about the agentic AI in today's world, personalized learning is very important. Act as a kind of virtual assistant, monitor the performance, adapt content dynamically, and proactively assign practices. Right, that has impacted students' life. Then, if I talk about the autonomous tutoring and the mentorship, it designs the complete study plan, track programs, and reminders like personal coach, virtual coach, serve both student and the teacher. It's important to give a real-time feedback for the parent. So there are AI-based platform which acts as a kind of feedback system for the parent about the performance of the student. In the camera space, there are advanced classrooms where AI-based camera has been deployed. In fact, in our portfolio, we've got product where the AI could able to do the sentiment analysis of the student. Suppose I'm a teacher, I'm teaching inside the classroom. That AI assistants can give a kind of feedback to the school authority. Hey, for this particular teacher, the students are not attentive. Or this particular topic, with the facial expression, it is found like the student has not understood the topic well. So please go and repeat the lesson. So that's the way it's a kind of, sentiment analysis has become, is gradually become a kind of reality inside the classroom, is helping the overall school admin. Attendance system. Think about our time. We used to come inside the classroom, take a attendance register, roll number 1, yes sir, roll number 2, yes sir. It takes almost 5 to 10 minutes. In the era of AI, you come inside the classroom, standing for the camera, it's recognize the face, and attendance is done automatically. It's overall, it is enhance the overall productivity. So the point is like we as a company, we work heavily in this space, and our software is actually helping the teachers. Understanding is in today's world, the teacher typically gets 40 to 50 minutes time inside the classroom. They need to take the attendance, complete the syllabus, share the contents with the students, and then the assessment, after that evaluation. So how technology can help the teacher, keeping that objective in mind, we as a technology product company has developed our flagship software called Digital Canvas Pro. And overall the industry trend, what we could experience, like AI is impacting the life of student, teacher, the parents, as well as the school admin for the overall betterment of the education ecosystems. So with this note, I would like to conclude. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Deserves a big round of applause, because usage of artificial intelligence in education and changing what is known in the university language as the pedagogy, which is the delivery of content, and the person who's listening, he gets the content inside his head. There's no point telling the content and it doesn't go inside the head of the students, then you're wasting your time. So the whole pedagogy is changing, the point he was trying to make, because artificial intelligence is doing two things. It's enhancing the absorption of the students, and more important, giving a feedback. Maybe this teacher, the student was not attentive, students are not able to understand the way his teacher is talking, etc. So which is very important, because otherwise the whole purpose of the classroom education, online or otherwise, is still, which is the basis of all education, even today in any university, it goes to waste. And that when I went to college, education was a certain cost. Now education is a very expensive exercise for the parents all over the world, including India. So I think what he said is so important, how artificial intelligence enhances that experience and the feedback, so that people can take advantage of technologies like artificial intelligence to manage the education business and education system. Now, I'm shifting gears completely. As I said, this is a very difficult topic. It's got a wide range of things to discuss. I'm coming to Mr. Rajiv Warrior. He runs a software company, and he has all types of software which actually help in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, networking, detection, fraud, etc. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Dr. Amya, you highlighted a huge number of points and related to the education. Coming to my vision on AI is, before I use it in cybersecurity, just wanted to know from the audience, like, when did the bomb attack happened? Anybody remembers the date? Bombay attack. Mumbai attack. 26/11. Yeah, 26/11, right? So everybody has this date on the mind that the Bombay was attacked on 26/11. But if you see, 26/11 was just that date. It was attacked maybe several months before 26/11, because there were people standing outside the hotel of Taj and observing. People were there entering into Taj, eating food along with us, okay, taking photographs. People was going into the rooms, checking the rooms. So basically, the thing happened maybe months before 26/11, right? So the same thing is what is happening in our IT world also. We say that, okay, a ransomware attack happens on this date, but this did not happen on that day. It happened maybe months before or years before, where your data is getting robbed and you are not coming to know. I'm sure a lot of people over here are there maybe from the DOS days, or maybe when the Windows was launched, right? When the virus came into your machine and it actually corrupted your hard disk or your machine or some activities that it performed. Like Michelangelo, March 6th was the date of Michelangelo. If you have Michelangelo in your computer, it would have formatted on March 6th. So that is the after effects of Michelangelo. But before that, it used to come into your machine, and if suppose you have not identified, yeah, so that's the trigger point. So my point over here is in cyber security, जो real life में होता है ना, वही cyber security में होता है. When you have so many tools, like if you have an antivirus, if you have a DLP solution, if you have any type of security solutions, you have now AI built into this, which is like sir was saying about observing the participants or the students and then creating that image on the screen, right? So this is happening in each and every person's job. Like we have so many departments, we have so many IT users, we have so many files, like maybe more than 300 file extension like CAD, doc, XLS, whatever is there, PDF files or any type of extension files, everything can be infected with a malware, and then that malware can do the attack part, or maybe it sends an information to the hacker that okay, this is the information about your computer and everything. Similarly, in India we have seen that there are so many OS adapted, right from Windows, Linux. Now people are using Android also, where you are accessing your data. So basically what my point over here is, first thing is it doesn't happen, the attack doesn't happen on that day. Second thing is AI is now built in most of the cybersecurity solutions, and it is actually analyzing all your actions. And if suppose you have a user who is actually accessing your application or your data on a office hours, but at 12 o'clock in the night if it is accessing, the AI will actually capture that effect and it will actually stop from doing such an activity. So that is the good part of AI. But I just wanted to highlight the second part of that. That means other part of the coin, that is the, like we are using AI into cybersecurity, hackers are also using AI. Like you have deep web, you have dark web monitoring, you have maybe building a malware solution, fake videos, right? People used to do the coding part, used to take months to do a coding to do a fake video. But with AI coming into picture, your fake video can be made in just seconds, and which can be attacked. So imagine what has been happening in the last 10 years will happen in the next 1 year. Because of AI, the attack will go 10x. So I request all my partners over here, please get into AI, please get into cybersecurity. You go into your customers, because somebody else is either attacking or selling over their solution. So there's a business opportunity, and we can work together with any challenges that the customer is facing, and we can actually give them the solution. That is as far as AI and cybersecurity is concerned.
Sir, thank you very much. I think we are living in exciting times, but I'm always scared. I think we are living in dangerous times, because what artificial intelligence does to the hacker and to us, it increases his ability to look at options. It increases the speed of operation. As he said, 26/11 was planned months in advance. The next 26/11 won't require months. It will require weeks only, because he has the artificial intelligence tools and softwares. He has control on the data which he requires for making an attack, etc. So the 9/11s or the 26/11s will not take so long anymore, which is the dangerous part of it. So we have to have a lot of predictive security already built into the system. So, and I'd like to now request, this is a very exciting topic, but I'd now like to request Mr. Amit Rambia. Now, I'm very lucky to have industry stalwarts in three different things. he is doing what we all want to do, the Make in India. So I would like him to talk about the Make in India in the context of these products of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. I think I'd like to thank all of you to bring the base to this level, where I think Ramya started with the education side and then Rajiv made the base. I would like to ask the audience, whoever is sitting here probably, do you want to have, in my discussion, you want to have knowledge or you want to make money, a knowledge of making money? I give you two choices. Who wants to make money?
I'm making money.
You want to make money? Cool. So I think there are very few people who want to raise money for your hands for making money, I suppose. But I think why did we come to this business? First of all, let's understand and ask ourselves. We wanted to make money and make. Fundamentally, we want to make money and we wanted to get into innovation. So one of the lucky things why we are all here in this business is this is a very innovative segment. We started with maybe box building, or we started with desktop assembling. Some of us here, or somebody started with the distribution business, right? I think I can see some of my friends here. But at the end, what was the goal? To make money, right? And be always in the curve of innovation. This is the curve of innovation, which is where AI and security, and the cybersecurity is going to be important, and devices is important. Now, how is it going to change your, what is the opportunity? What I can see and what you can maybe not see or maybe want to see out here. See, we have traditionally for last 2 decades have been trained to sell box products. I hope everybody agrees to this, right? A standard box product, right? And we felt the world is constant. Okay, this is what we sell, we'll get limited margins and we move on, right? So it's a business of money, which was, if you have more money, you will be able to make money out of money. I think that's the business it was in. Now is the era of intellect, which is coming back. Okay, so if you understand what is the meaning of the era of intellect, if you are intelligent, you're smart, and you know how to build machines, which we all know how to build machines. I have few of my friends here, from Panache itself. So, when I look at them, what we are building differently is we have the same hardware which we manufacture, okay, which we've been manufacturing or designing in India for a while now. What is different? We are now building firmware, which is far more robust. We are making firmware. You would have heard technologies like thin clients. You would have heard technologies like embedded devices, or making computers for specific usage. Now that is a very, very specialized usage, right? Ramya is making some devices when we look at it, for education perspective. So that devices for education needs to have content which has to be curated, and also the security layer and the firmware has to be like that, right? But what's happening in the market right now? What we are seeing? We are seeing everybody is just using a generic device. We are putting generic operating systems inside and we are installing. I think that's not the right way. The way is to look at it, how can we build specific devices? All of you in this room need to think from that angle, that how can we build a custom build? Okay, how can we do a tailor-made for specific use case? Your use case or customers would be different, right? You will have a use case which is a billing use case out here. You will have a use case for automotive use case, your retail use case. There are various use cases which are there. Now when I look at it, so all these use cases, you're all selling standard devices like the laptops, the desktops, or any other tablets or computing or a phone sometimes being used. And that is prone to attack. Why it's prone to attack? Because it's a standard operating system. Simple. I did not say anything more, right? That's where it is prone to attack. But what if we customized everything for different use case? Now here is where you all need to think differently. Work with your customers. Bring those customized thinking, into the problem. As Panache, we are ready to work with you to build those custom solutions for you. We will help you, build those maybe at the firmware level, at the device management level, at outside the core level. So we have a design capabilities from the hardware itself to a box building total. And we are lucky, when I look at it, we have great partnership. So Google has entrusted us with a great partnership. Like we are the only factory right now in India to be able to manufacture Chrome devices out of India, other than probably China or Taiwan when you look at it. So our factory is certified for those products to be manufactured. We are the only partners to Google right now to design EDLA, which is Enterprise Device License Agreement based devices to be designed in India and manufactured in India. So why I'm talking about these two things? Because Android is one of the things which is mass market use case. Maybe more than 90% of users in India are using Android devices. And unfortunately, when we buy an Android device, we are not knowing is it an open source Android or is it an enterprise which is Google certified? Like we are not aware about it, right? We're just buying components by as it is, right? So we need to be aware about what is the security. So when you look at enterprise, device which is certified device, they come with a level of certification, and the qualification of the hardware and software is married such a way that you have lesser chances of hacks, or I would say attacks, which are cybersecurity attacks or the AI attacks which will come into it, right? Because at the back end, I think companies like Google are investing into it. At the same time, we are also investing into creating certain firmwares and certain hardware associated to it, so that we are able to lock the hardware and make it much more secure for the users, all your users which are there. So I think these are the areas where we all have to collaborate together. I think this is the area where we should all come back to our old 20-25 years old journey when we all started this business. Okay, because I see a lot of gray hairs, and I think a lot of young people also around, but I still want them to remember that we started this I would say community, or we became part of this business, wanted to make first is money. We've had passion to do something innovation, and I think we are doing innovation, but over the period the innovation did not, India was not innovating, but now is a chance with software and AI, and with, I would say, the differentiation of the use case, because we have been always using standard hardware, right, in the cameras to whatnot. Everything will change now with AI, and with the advancement, I think with the software and customization, I think we all can lead the world, and then we can have products from India, and I'm very confident, and I wish to work with a lot of fellow people here that who want to make the product for the world. I am ready to contribute you to help you make designs in India, make products from India, and sell it to the global market. So this is where I would like to partner, and I want to probably maybe wish that some of you can, after hearing me, come out with your own ideas, saying let's do this, and I'm ready to co-partner, and let's make the world more safer and more sustainable. Thank you.
I think that's the spirit, Amit ji. Thank you very much that you want to take India to a next level, and there is no gainsaying the fact that you cannot go to the next level unless you do your own manufacturing, your own research and development, your own innovation, and have your own IP. Because that is how the Western world makes money. As you know, a classic example is iPhone. US doesn't manufacture a single iPhone. It's all made outside, but they make all the money. So because of the IP. So similarly, I think Amitji said an interesting thing. Unfortunately, I'm getting a lot of pressure from the organizers. I have to close this very exciting panel, an important panel. I wanted more time because I have lucky to get 3 experts in 3 different domains. But unfortunately, I have to close the panel and hand over to the organizers because we are running short of time. But I want to really thank Dr. Ramya. Thank you very much. And Mr. Rajiv Warrior, thank you very much. And Amitji, thank you very much. You are doing an amazing job. Please to keep doing it. And we want youngsters to come into the business. And